Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a topic that's been making waves, the disappearance of the middle class. Now, before you click away thinking this is just another doom and gloom video, stick around because we're not just talking problems, we're exploring solutions too. This is the Finance Virtuoso channel, where we talk about all things finance. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future money tips and tricks. So, what exactly is the middle class? Well, it's not as simple as you might think. The definition varies across countries and regions, depending on factors like income, education, GDP, and cost of living. What's considered middle class in one place might be lower class in another. But generally, we're talking about folks who have decent jobs, can afford good education for their kids, own a car, and maybe even a home. Now, let's get into the meat of it. Here are the top 10 reasons why the middle class is struggling financially. 1. The cost of living roller coaster. Remember when you could buy a week's groceries without needing a small loan? Yeah, those days seem long gone. The cost of goods and services has been skyrocketing, and our salaries just aren't keeping up. It's like we're on a financial treadmill, running faster and faster just to stay in place. But the cost of living isn't just about groceries getting more expensive, it's a complex web of rising expenses that's squeezing the middle class from all sides. Housing costs, for instance, have skyrocketed in many urban areas. In cities like San Francisco, New York, or London, even well-paid professionals struggle to afford decent housing. We're seeing a trend where people are moving further away from city centers, enduring long commutes just to find affordable housing. 2. The great income stagnation. While prices are doing the cha-cha slide up, our paychecks are doing the mannequin challenge. They're just standing still. Many employers aren't willing to increase wages, leaving us with two options: find a higher-paying job or get a second one. And let me tell you, juggling multiple jobs is no picnic. It's more like a circus act, minus the fun. 3. The child care conundrum. Having kids? That's starting to feel like a luxury item. In countries like the US, child care costs are through the roof. We're talking education, medical expenses, nanny fees. It's enough to make your wallet cry. Some families are even delaying having children because of the financial strain. Talk about a demographic shift. 4. The robot takeover, sort of. No, I'm not talking about a sci-fi movie. As technology advances, many jobs are being automated. Robots don't need lunch breaks or sick days, after all. This shift is hitting the middle and lower classes hard, with fewer job opportunities available. It's similar to playing musical chairs, but when the music stops, there are fewer seats than ever. 5. The healthcare headache. Getting sick in some countries can be a fast track to bankruptcy. Health insurance premiums are sky high, and even with insurance, medical bills can be astronomical. The recent global pandemic really drove this point home. Healthcare is playing a game of, how high can you go, with our wallets. 6. The debt trap. Need a house or a car? Unless you've got a money tree in your backyard, and if you do, please share, you're probably looking at loans. At first, it seems manageable. But then interest rates creep up, taxes increase, and suddenly you're in a financial quicksand, sinking deeper with every move. 7. Job insecurity, the new normal. Remember when people stayed at one job for 40 years and got a gold watch? Yeah, me neither. Job security is becoming as rare as a unicorn sighting. The pandemic showed us how quickly things can change, with millions losing their jobs almost overnight. We're all walking on a financial tightrope without a safety net. 8. Policy predicaments. Here's where things get a bit political. Many countries lack policies to support the middle class. We're talking about regulations on bank interest rates, healthcare subsidies, education support, the list goes on. Without these safety nets, middle-class families often find themselves financially vulnerable. For example, inadequate education funding can lead to crushing student debt. Additionally, insufficient worker protections and unfavorable tax structures can further erode middle-class wealth over time. 9. The overspending overdrive. Alright, time for some tough love. Sometimes, we're our own worst enemies. Overborrowing and overspending have become major pitfalls for the middle class. Driven by societal pressures to maintain a certain lifestyle and easy access to credit, many find themselves living beyond their means. The "keeping up with the Joneses" mentality, combined with a lack of financial education, often leads to poor money management. As a result, even those with decent incomes may live paycheck to paycheck, accumulating debt instead of building wealth. This trend is exacerbated by emotional spending and the culture of instant gratification. 10. The planning paralysis. Last but not least, let's talk about planning, or the lack thereof. Some folks hit middle class and think they've made it, forgetting that maintaining that position takes work. Without proper budgeting and financial management, it's easy to slide backwards. You don't want to climb a mountain and forget you need to get back down safely too. Now, I know what you're thinking. This is all pretty depressing. What can we do about it? Well, I'm glad you asked. Here are some strategies to help you stay afloat. 1. Skill up. In this changing job market, continuous learning is key. Look into online courses or certifications that can make you more valuable in your field. 2. Side hustle. Consider starting a side gig. With the gig economy booming, there are more opportunities than ever to earn extra cash. 3. Budget like a boss. Track your spending and create a realistic budget. There are a lot of great apps out there to help with this. 4. Invest wisely. Don't just save, invest. Look into index funds or other low-risk investment options to make your money work for you. 5. Live below your means. This doesn't mean living like a hermit, but do you really need the latest iPhone every year? 6. Health is wealth. Take care of your health. Prevention is always cheaper than cure. 7. Educate yourself. Learn about personal finance. The more you know, the better decisions you'll make. 8. Community power. Look into local co-ops or community initiatives. Sometimes, joining forces with others can help reduce costs. 9. Advocate for change. Get involved in local politics. Support policies that help the middle class. 10. Plan for the future. Start thinking long-term. Set financial goals and work towards them consistently. Remember, folks, the middle class might be facing challenges, but it's not a lost cause. With the right strategies and a bit of perseverance, we can navigate these choppy financial waters. Before we wrap up, I want to hear from you. What strategies have you used to stay financially stable? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And remember, in the world of finance, knowledge is power. So keep learning, keep growing, and keep striving for that financial freedom. Until next time. Stay savvy, my friends.